Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Claudia, Katrina, my solo in the back. Thank you so much, Shabanae. Shabanae gifted 5 memberships before the live even started. And congratulations to our newest members. And thank you so much, Shabanae. My beautiful thank you. Happy heavenly anniversary to Mama Claus. Sending lots of love and prayers your way, Claus. Hi, Nana Banana. Hi, Skylab. Destination for Gits and Shiggles. Claudia, Malibu Surfer. Katrina. Sherry DB. Harlot People Me. Allie. We have Kalida Hope, Andy Cruz, Leanne, Kimberly Wells. Let me see. Cool Gamer, Kathy R, Truth Hurts. We have, let me see, Sarah Bellum, Cheryl. Let me see who else. I forget which ones I read already. Well, hello to everybody. Hi, guys. How are you guys? Happy Friday. Hi, East Texas Chick. Congratulations, Kimberly Wells. Hi, Richie, Linda, KPM, Stephanie. So, hi, Kim Veezy. Hi, Pessa. I was late, but it was for good reason. I was making, and I'm cracking up because I was making my video for you guys. I needed a new video. And so I made it as quick as I can. But do you guys remember? Do you guys remember how Letecia said how, oh, you know what? If you don't join and become a vampire, they'll slowly start taking your limbs, they'll start taking body parts. And we were cracking up because I was like, what is there, a vampire support group? Because in Leticia's world, she's describing if you don't become a vampire, they'll start taking arm by arm, leg by leg. And so if you ever see like an armless vampire out there, don't judge because they may not have chosen this life. They may not have chosen this life, okay? So I made this beautiful little photo of a vampire support group. And I did not choose the vampire life. The vampire life chose me. And it's so accurate because if we go by Letecia logic, there are vampires out there who did not choose to be vampires, okay? And they slowly started taking a limb by limb, all right? And so now they're just rolling torsos out here. And we cannot be so quick to judge. So I guarantee there's some type of vampire support group out there that these vamps talk about it, okay? It's Vamps Anonymous. And I just needed to have that version come to life. But I also made a quick little video. Hi, up 10 assholes. I made a quick little video, and this is why I was late. Because do you remember, like a couple episodes ago, we were listening to a call? And Letecia's like, Letecia was like, everyone's really nice here. Everybody knows your name. And then we busted out into the theme song. Well, now we officially have our own theme song for Letecia, and I'd like to debut it for you guys for the first time. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
The people are like really nice. Like everybody knows my name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
I don't know why I find it so funny. I swear. It's just so ridiculous. Okay? I guess it's not as funny if you weren't here in real time when we first listened to that. Because it was really funny in real time when she was like, everybody knows your name. And we're like, what the fuck? Is this a Cheers episode? And so now I made her dead dancing. Can we listen to it one more time? Oh, it's so funny.
The people are like really nice. Like everybody knows my name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
I find it so amusing. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I amuse myself, okay? It's just so ridiculous. So that's my newest little theme song video. Because in one moment, she's so pleasant. And she's like, yeah, everybody's so nice. And then the next moment, she's at the kiosk raging. And she's like, this is bullshit. I'm going to sue your ass. I'm creating my civil lawsuit. And then the next moment, she's like, everybody knows my name. And thank you, Allie, for giving me that perfectly grabbed screenshot of Letecia and her face for the beginning. No, she's not a Christy. I wasn't going to make her a Christy. She's dead, okay? I really wanted to make her Norm. But I needed her front and center anyway, and I wasn't going to make her a chick. Okay, we've all seen that beard, all right? So let's just leave it at that. She is so fashion, Adrian. Oh my goodness. It just flows so well together. So yeah, that's why I was late. So I apologize. I love it. So yesterday, if you were not here, we're going to focus on the manipulation of Harley. And it actually worked so well because Allie just got done with her live and she's doing a rewind. And she was going through court highlights from the trial with Harley and her testimony. And I was like, this is perfect because yesterday we ended off the episode with Harley calling her mom, and she was in tears. She was in tears. Okay, if you want me to. All right, hold on. We'll start with this. Let me see.
Flying down the highway in a makeshift Model TA. Woo, yeah, woo. It's a beautiful morning and it's gonna be a beautiful day. The wheels are humming, the guitar strumming, and our radio is blasting and good sounds are coming as we're flying down the highway in a makeshift Model TA.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on, keep on dancing all through the night.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on doing it right.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on moving.
She keeps on.
Keep on moving.
She keeps on.
Dancing all through the night.
You can hear the music from 26 miles away. Smiling is happy, and happy is here to stay. Yeah.
Keeps on. Keeps on. Keeps on.
Keep on dancing all through the night.
Keeps on.
Keep on doing it right.
Keeps on.
Keep on moving. Gonna
Keeps on.
keep on moving.
Keeps on.
Singing and dancing all through the night.
Keeps on.
Keep on dancing all through the night.
She keeps on talking to me.
Keep on doing it right.
For the interviews, because I don't have any fancy clothes.
Go to my closet, you take whatever you need. You
Okay.
too, Brennan. You guys got to look sharp. It's the most important day of our lives, okay?
Okay, Dad.
What's your name? What's your age? Where you from? What's your sign? Who you love? What's your style? What you do? What you drive? Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Hit top, rollie, boy, we know you phony. Take her to the mall and buy her what she want it. Already smashed, so I'ma let the homie. RP my cash and RP a Kobe. If you're born in September, then you know you're my type. If I see you on Tinder, then I gotta swipe right. If you're born in October, then you're just like me. Here's a resume, can you fill this out, please? What's your name? What's your age? Where you from? What's your sign? Who you love? What's your style? What you do? What you drive? Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Boy, you know you phony.
Any objection? All objections.
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no. No.
I I will make a new one, KPM, with her dance video, okay? But thank you so much, Carol Claus, for gifting 5 memberships, and congratulations to anybody who may have received them. I'm so excited, and now you can partake in our members only Monday. And thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you so much, Shaythanae, for the super chat. She loves that stuff. Drop and roll. Chip and the DJ. I love it. So welcome. You know, it worked out anyway because we had to wait for people to come in, and I'm just I love it. I know, malicious. And so, like I said, I know we should just make it into an album, man. I love it. Oh my gosh.
The people are like really nice. Like everybody knows my name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Thank you, Katrina. Katrina said to send a $10 super chat. And she says, where can I buy these greatest hits? Yo, I'm going to drop it on iTunes. Thank you, Carol Claus. He says, my turn to tip the DJ while thrusting my pelvis like Elvis. And if you don't know what thrusting the pelvis by Elvis is, that is also based on Letecia's words. Because apparently in one of the incident reports, okay, fuck you, Wolfie. Wolfie says, you're worth $1.99. Thank you. So thrusting your pelvis like Elvis is actually something else based on Letecia, because there was a transgender inmate. So a biological male who identifies as a female was an inmate with Letecia, and the incident reports explain how Letecia and another inmate was giving this transgender inmate issues. They were making fun of her, poking fun at her, because this transgender inmate had to shower separately. And the incident report details how Letecia was doing thrusting motions with her pelvis towards this inmate. All right, so even thrusting your pelvis like Elvis is still, everything's based on something Letecia said here, okay? Everything is. But thank you so much, Shay, Katrina, Claus, even your $1.99, Wolfie. She would have done 99 cents, but then you can't leave a message in it. So I see you. I see through your shit. Okay. Yeah, the helicopter. Oh my goodness. But basically, it was perfect how Allie did the Rewind trial episode specifically with Harley today. I know. Because we last left off yesterday with episode 46, and it was the moment that Harley called her mom. Thanks, sweet, but I love how funny you find yourself. Well, that's kind of mean too. It would have been nicer if you said, you're funny. But no, I love how funny you find yourself. Thanks a lot, Meatfoot. Holy shit. Meaning you don't find me funny? Fine. So thanks, Wolfie. Okay, add a 9. Taco. Don't you tempt me with a good time. And that's going to be a screenshot, dude. And used against me. So retract that shit. But thank you. But we last left off. Seriously. It's we last left off yesterday, and it was Harley calling her mom. Dude, Allie, you called right before. Was I not cracking the fuck up at it? I do them for me, okay? But we last left off, and Harley was calling her mom, and she was in tears, and it was actually a really emotional call to listen to, because Harley is in tears, and she explains how Aunt Brenda told the whole family that Harley got fired from her job, which was not true, and that she showed up and took her car. And Letecia's responses are not ideal. They're not the worst compared to what we've seen Letecia do, but they're not ideal either. And little does Harley realize, but her mom actively talks shit about Harley with Aunt Brenda and feeds into Aunt Brenda's paranoia with, ooh, she's doing the wrong things in her mind. But then the next day, we left off with Letecia calling Harley and explaining how Aunt Brenda needs help and she's sick. And she's done this stuff to me when I was younger, and it's unacceptable. And she said, I approve of you completely cutting her off. So let's see, as we transition into this next call, and keep an eye out for when the call with Aunt Brenda and Letecia happens, because do you think Letecia is going to have that same energy met for Aunt Brenda when she talks to her on the phone? I highly doubt it, because what we see Letecia doing is with each person, she has this sharp contrast of how she talks to them. The same way she turns on and off the crazy when she talks to Harley. She doesn't talk about the vampire stuff and as extreme as she does with Aunt Brenda or Aunt Katrina. Now she's actively taking Harley's side in this. Now let's see what happens when she speaks to Aunt Brenda. And thank you again, Wolfie, for my taco Wolfie. Taco Wolfie, taco Wolfie, taco Wolfie. I appreciate it. And thank you for the it's so sweet. But oh, I love you guys. Thank you, Little White Crow. So that's where we left off yesterday. And Letecia started preaching to Harley Bible verses and preaching to her like, listen, this is a testament. You have to go through suffering and misery. And that these aren't godly people. And meanwhile, she's sitting in jail, charged with the murder of Harley's stepbrother. So now we're going to continue on and listen to the next call, which is with Harley. So this is a back-to-back call. The one we listened to yesterday, this one is right after that. The call ended because she keeps using all of the free calls for her child, and it cuts them off. And now she's calling her right back. So right where we left off last night, there is no gap between the two. We're continuing. Okay. Thanks, Shavene, for the dollop of Daisy. Hoorah! Hell yeah. Sour cream all the way. Put a 1 in the chat if you adore dollops of daisies. And if you don't like sour cream, I don't trust you. But thank you so much, Shavene. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, hell yeah. There's my people. There's my people. Thank you. Hell yeah. I put that shit on everything. Literally. And if you haven't had sour cream with pork chops or steak, what are you doing? You're not. Hazel Eye says 1. I love creamy white stuff. Same. Yum. Fuck it. When I say dollop, I'm talking about the whole damn. Talking about the whole damn tub, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's stuck in my head too. You know what? I'm not judging you for that, Pessa. You know why? Because like that kind of is like a jalapeno popper. You need that cream cheese to balance that spice. Oh, damn. Damn. I don't know. No malicious. Just roll with it. But here we go. So we last left off yesterday. Yes, pierogies. Damn. All right. We last left off yesterday, and this call is going to be continuing. It cut them off, but Letecia was preaching Bible verses. So let's get into this next call.
Dialing of additional digits is not allowed.
Oh, that's what it was. Their call got terminated because Harley must have hit a couple of numbers on her phone. And if you do that, the call automatically gets shut down. So we're continuing right off from that last call.
Please try again later.
It's October 27th, 2020, by the way.
Sorry, I guess I accidentally hit numbers. Yeah, but anyway, what I was saying is, just don't let the hate be in your heart, because, to be honest with you, that's why I always shielded you from North Carolina, because, you know, and it was never anybody, our family was always the people you grown up with in South Carolina, you know that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know you have a good relationship with Mom, but, like, other than that, I mean, and you know, there was Mom and Dakota that we kept a relationship with off and on, but there was really nobody else ever. You know, once her dad died, we didn't have any reason to even, you know, return to North Carolina. You know.
Oh, her dad? If you were just in Allie's live, hi Riley. If you were just in Allie's live, she was doing the trial recap with Harley on the stand. So it's nice and fresh in our minds how Harley did not know how her father died until a week before trial. Harley was told, Melissa, my dogs also like it. Hell yeah. Harley was told that her father was killed. What was it, during like a break-in or a robbery of some sort? Meanwhile, that is not how he died. He died of an overdose. So keep that in mind. And Allie had just played it, so it's nice and fresh. But even Letecia referring a home invasion, yes, thank you, Katrina. Her even referring after your dad died, at this point, Harley still didn't know how her father died. Her mother lied to her entire life. Someone block Wolfie.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know you have a good relationship with Mom, but, like, other than that, I mean, and you know, there was Mom and Dakota that we kept a relationship with off and on, but there was really nobody else ever. You know, once her dad died, we didn't have any reason to even, you know, return to North Carolina. You know, and I don't want to be, I'm not trying to make you be cold-hearted about it, but that's just why, because that's who she is. That's how most of them are anyway, and forget the story. So the last thing, the next thing I was going to tell you is, it's going to be tough, but I got a plan, and I just want you to stay grounded on your faith, and you got to give me time to get this plan going. I've already been working on it today, but I got to get somebody to make some calls privately, and that way I can fix it or whatever. But I just need you to know it will be done, and I'll figure it out. Just got to give me a little bit of time to get it in play again. Like I said, I got to have some people. These calls aren't being monitored to make some phone calls, and no matter what happens, I give my life for you. So we're gonna take care of it, all right? And it's all good, but it's all be over. All right, we just gotta have confidence and endurance and faith and patience and all that stuff. But I am working on something else for you. I got somebody who's gonna call some people for me to find out some stuff, so I can get some stuff going.
What does that mean? First of all, you're trying to express to Harley that everything's going to be okay. I'm going to figure this out, right? But then you're also saying, you know, like, I got to talk to some people and I got to find some stuff out. And you're involving your child, because we've heard the call before where it's like, I think it was on Allie's that they played it. Listen, yeah, it was on it was on Allie's or Bundy's, but it was like, listen, there's going to be somebody who calls you, and it's going to be from a number you don't know. I need you to pick up that call. And when the call picks up, I need you to three-way me in to this call. And Harley's like, who is it? Wait, who is this? And Letecia's like, it's somebody who's looking to help your mom. These are people who are looking to help your mom. Hi, Musicity Mom has the hobby. It's people who are looking to help your mother. That's all you need to know. And Harley's like, Well, they don't have my number, right? I don't want these people to have my number. Well, poor Harley. Yes, clearly they have your number if they're calling your phone. Your mother was shouting your number through the toilets. Literally, she is communicating Harley's phone number through the damn toilets. Okay? Thank you so much, Crime Crochet Cafe. Crime Crochet just gifted a membership, so congratulations for anybody who received that lucky membership. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy he's doing good. Awesome musicity, Mom. So what I want you to also realize is that you're not allowed to do that. That breaks Pepper. That breaks the rules. You're not allowed a three-way when anyone in. That's why that last call immediately got disconnected, because you're not even allowed to punch other numbers while on that call. But Letecia's trying to bypass it by having the person call in to Harley's phone first and then intertwine. So it's not Letecia and Harley on the phone and then three-way someone in. No, they're going to three-way Letecia in to try to bypass it. Clearly something another inmate told her how she could do it. Do you realize the repercussions that could have happened for if Harley got caught? Hi, Amber. Hi, Lucia. Do you realize that Harley could have gotten taken off the approved caller list and Letecia would have lost any chance of communicating with her child? Do you think Letecia cared at all that she was risking communication with her child? If I was in that situation, which I never would be, but if I was in any situation where I could not openly speak to my child whenever I wanted to, you bet your bottom dollar I would do nothing to risk that little communication I have. And that too, Crime Crochet, she's also handing her child's phone number, and it's a very public national case, so people would know Harley's details. Now you're giving them their phone number. And Letecia, we also know you have promised other inmates a lot of money if they help escape. She is a liar. What do you think's going to happen if you don't follow through with a promise you've made? Your child is being put at risk. Your child. Do you think she cared? No. She didn't.
And I have a plan, like I said, it's going to take me a little bit. So for now, you got a way to get to work because you're right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about your rent for next month?
I have a credit on my account, so I have to pay like $100.
Okay, but you got money for food and stuff and all right now, right?
Yeah.
Be honest.
I do.
Okay, because so I was trying to add it up in my head because you said 600, and I didn't remember when it was she told me that because I told you about me having like all these mental lapses, but I went back and found it in my journal, so it was in the summer, so I was like, 6 times 5 is $3,000.
Plus utilities every month, plus groceries.
Plus what, utilities?
Plus my utilities, plus groceries.
So y'all have to pay utilities plus $600?
Yeah, but I mean, I get a discount now because I work there, but like it's rent plus utilities.
Are you getting the half price now?
Yeah, it's only like $380 now.
Okay, so basically like $500 with utilities.
Yeah, well, the utilities were $150 these last couple months just because it was the summer. We had 3 floors, so it took a lot. But right now, it's only going to be like $60.
A person?
Yeah.
Y'all had to pay $150 a person for your
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something you got to think about too. Like okay, I know you're going to have to be there until June, and then we got plenty of time to figure that part out. But that's just, we didn't even pay that at the farm. You know what I'm saying? And I get it relatively located. You know,
But that includes Wi-Fi, trash, cable, all that stuff.
I know, but baby, 150 times 4. Do the math.
Mom, that was, I know, I had already talked to the company. I told them that was ridiculous and that they were chipping people and they didn't even cost that much on a house, but it's just what happened. They couldn't do anything about it. But the bill fixed, it's only like $50.
So you're saying you said something and they acted on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just because it was the summertime and our AC kept going out and to air all 3 floors. And
Yeah. Okay. Well, as long as you said something about it, because that is crazy. That's exorbitant for sure. But anyway, so, alright, so I'm gonna have somebody get you the money for December. I'm sure Aunt Katrina probably, did she tell you she's gonna give you some money?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's going to. And,
So Aunt Katrina's going to give you some money. Did Aunt Katrina tell you she's going to give you some money? No. You're blessed, Letecia. Are you calling Harley a manipulator this the breaks? Because that's Harley, not Letecia. Harley always speaks like that. That's her voice. Yes, Lucia. So last night, we ended with episode 46, and it's back in October of 2020, and this is when Aunt Brenda showed up and took Harley's car. Now Aunt Brenda did buy the car for Harley, but we heard about this during trial, and basically Aunt Brenda was the only one, you know, I'm sure Aunt Katrina helped out here and then, but Aunt Brenda was financially helping Harley, which she needed. She had nothing. But because Harley had a boyfriend and friends and didn't maintain the relationship Aunt Brenda expected of her, she took it away. And so this is Letecia trying to mother and take control, and she's explaining now how Aunt Katrina is going to give her some money. You had family who was helping. They didn't have to. They didn't have to at all, Letecia, but you once again took complete advantage, tried to manipulate everybody. And it's sad because if you were just open and honest, you probably would still have a relationship with the majority of your family. But it was all of this crap that you did after that I can't imagine is forgivable. You think Aunt Brenda's truthful, Mark? What do you mean by truthful? Like with what specifically? In general, about Harley? Like, what do you think?
Then I have to pay my phone bill every month, which is $100, and I have to pay the dog's vet fees every month, which is $80.
Alright. So, what I want you to do before the next time I call you, because I'm going to get, so I'm going to try to get somebody to get you enough to get to February, and I'll explain why.
So I'm going to try to get somebody to get you money and get you enough to February. I'll explain why. Just need to get you to February. Keep that in mind.
To take my retirement out, I got to have my ID, but I don't have a way to get it, but I do have an ID on the computer or somewhere, an email or something that we can find. I need a copy of it because a copy has to go with the retirement paperwork. That's why I haven't been able to do it, because I don't have that. But I do remember there's somewhere in there that in one of my emails that has a copy of my. I can send that off. So I'm gonna have someone to help you pay that stuff for it. If I send it off in the next week or two, it'd be like 90 days before it comes out. That'd be enough to last you for a long time, because they'll take out federal taxes on it and everything like that. And I don't need anything, so I'll be fine. But
you don't need anything, really? Do you remember Amy? You remember Amy? Because Letecia had Amy become her power of attorney and take out that retirement money. Now, according to Amy, Letecia had her send, I think it was like $4 or $5 grand, maybe. She had her send like $1 grand to Harley and the rest to her. If I'm not mistaken, that's how much it was. Like maybe it was like $4 grand total. And you only had her send like 1,000 to Harley and the rest you took. Now, according to Letecia, I think she said, I didn't see any money. Interesting.
So I'll work on doing that. So I'm going to get someone to help you with November and December. And then that way I can get a head start on, because it's November next month, right? I don't even know the month anymore. Right?
Yeah, it's October.
Okay, so November, December, I'll have somebody help you with that. Probably January too, because by the time we make it all happen, it would probably be February if you're counting 90 days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I send that paperwork off, I'll just send the power of attorney with it too. And then you'll have to give the bank account information, because I think they deposited it right into the bank account from what I remember. But it's on South Carolina PIVA. I'm going to get someone to look it up to see, and I need to get the papers printed off and sent to me or whatever. But that's what I'm going to be working on. I got one of the guys that is in the J group here. They're going to have their mom mail it to me.
I'm going to have one of the guys who are in the J group here. And if you don't know what the J group is, that's the Letecia, that's the vampire group from the Volturi, who Letecia is associated with as the J group. So even when your child needs you, okay? Because again, you guys, it was the night before. Harley was hysterical. If you weren't here for episode 46, she was hysterical. Your child's vulnerable. She needs her mom. And you're still just... See, Letecia couldn't play it off like, crap, I'm having a very adult conversation here, and it's clear that she's not detached from reality. So she knows that, crap, I can't go too long with having my shit together and talking about retirement and federal taxes. She seems very in touch with what's going on. So she has to slide that J group in there, which Harley doesn't even know what the fuck she saw. She probably thinks it's part of like the actual correction center. But she slides that in there just to make sure. Just to make sure.
The paperwork.
That person texted me back a while ago, but it was with that long period of time where it didn't come to me, so I forgot to name.
Oh, yeah. Can you just write them back? I didn't know who you were talking about when you told me last time, then I remembered. Like I told you, my brain is just forgetting all this stuff, and my mind is crazy. But, yeah, so, what was I going to say?
Later on October 13th, can you tell Letecia that my son went back to sea in the same place? Thank you.
Can you write her back now and just say that I said hi and how's everything going with him? And he's going to have her send paperwork that Tigo stuff so I can get it done or whatever. So we just got to get to like February. I would say you could have it probably by February. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna call you, Katrina, about helping you in November, and then I got someone else that could probably help you with December. I just got to have somebody call them privately so they don't know their number here, and then we'll figure out January. And then by February you should be able to have it, and then that'd be enough for. I mean, I would tell you probably you could probably use it to buy you something to drive, and then it's yours, and you ain't got to worry about nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to worry about nobody else. And that way, well, you got to worry about the stuff you want. See, the whole plan was I was going to give her money back for her stupid car, but obviously I'm not going to be able to get it. That was it for me.
Crap. Letecia says, see, I was going to. Hold on, I got to find my
December, I'll have somebody help you with that. Probably January too, because by the time we make it all happen, it would probably be February if you're counting 90 days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I send that paperwork off, I'll just send the power of attorney with it too. And then you'll have to give the bank account information because
hold on,
I got one of the guys.
Person texting me back or what?
Yeah, so what's I gonna say? Say that on paperwork to get it. I'm calling Katrina about helping you in November, and call them privately so they don't know their number here, and then we'll figure out January, and then by February you should be able to have it, and then that'd be enough for. I mean, I would tell you probably you could probably use it to buy you something to drive, and then it's yours, and you ain't got to worry about nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to worry about nobody else. And that way, well, you got to worry about the stuff you want. See, the whole plan was I was going to give her money back for her stupid car, but obviously I'm not going to.
That's where I wanted to pause. So according to Letecia's plan all along was to give Aunt Brenda the money back that she spent on buying Harley the car. Do you think that Letecia was ever going to take thousands of dollars of her own money and give it to Aunt Katrina before this happened and give it to Aunt Katrina and pay her back for the car? Come on. Let's be real.
Be able to get it until this is over with, but she could take it and cram it up nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
I really still have another set of keys. I can just go there and take it, but since you're trying to charge a car or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Aunt Brenda. Yeah, sorry.
Let her take that, because see, I'm gonna tell you what happens is people come up and they start to tell her stuff. She's got all these cousins and friends, and what's so bad is she wrote me all these letters, and I just got these letters, and I had to go back and read my journal to remember some of this stuff because I told you my mind.
No, you didn't.
So I had to go back and read some.
See, she loves to slip that in there because she knows this directly contradicts. This directly contradicts her losing a year of memory. If Letecia genuinely thought she was, remember I told you guys, she always does little slips that gives away that she's very well aware it's not November 2019. If Letecia genuinely believed that it was 2019, you would be like, what do you mean? Your own apartment? What are you not doing home? Right? Well, because you're aware of what has happened in the last year. Aren't you, Letecia? You don't believe it's November 2019 at all. And she does little slips like that all of the time. That girl, you should be believing Harley's home then. You would be like, what car? Car? What car? Why would Aunt Brenda buy you a car? But she has to account for why she's remembering any of this stuff. So she puts a little slide in there as, oh yeah, I read all this in my journal. Really? You did? Because you sound very, listen, I can read something that says you went to the zoo yesterday. If I didn't have any memory of it, though, yeah, I could relay. It says I went to the zoo. But the way Letecia's doing it is she's describing the manatee she saw, the tigers, the lions, what she had for dinner. You wouldn't be able to retain all of that information if you just happen to read something from a journal. That journal must be humongous. Yes, definitely. Happy birthday, Carolina. I need a Jen Lou. Stop lying to these people, or yikes on a bike. Hell to the now. Letecia wasn't going to do that. No, hell no, she wasn't.
Other stuff, and I wrote when she had wrote that about the money and everything, and then she just wrote me a letter the other day, and I wrote her back before I knew this, so she's going to get a letter of me, like, you know, talking to her and thanking her. But I hope she gets it, opens it, and realizes how horrible it was that she done this, you know. But
it's a good movie.
And like, it's not even the fact that she took the car. I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's like more so the fact that she like said all this stuff that wasn't true. And then I have like Amy and Miss Dee and everyone texting me and like, what, you lost your job? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, I hope Amy knew that she was crazy.
Yeah. She did. That's why she was like, she had already known, so she wasn't going to like assume.
Yeah. She's stupid. And then I hope Dee knows. You know, here's the thing that pisses me off is because the other day when I called her, she was talking pure crap about Dee and Amy. I was like, yeah, she was like, Harley's doing nothing but is badly influenced by Mrs. Dee and Amy. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I just thought she was having like a manic stage and like going crazy.
That wasn't your response at all, Letecia, actually. You see, this is what pisses me off. That was not your response at all. Hi, Michelle. Letecia, you actually very much encouraged and participated and went right along with Aunt Brenda whenever she talked about Harley. You never called her out and been like, what are you talking about? That never happened.
You know?
She always does that, and like it literally hurt my feelings because she sent her like this rudest text message. You know, I don't even know.
Well, I sure hope Dee knows just I'm sorry and not to like talk to her because she's crazy.
Mom, what's the difference between a TransUnion credit score and a...
So don't talk to Aunt Brenda because she's crazy. Letecia no longer talks to anybody but Aunt Brenda because her family's cut her off. If Aunt Brenda was crazy and you didn't appreciate the way she treated your daughter while you're sitting in jail at this time, charged for murdering your stepson, one, why'd you continue having a relationship with her? This is what was so sick is she spoke to Harley one way, she spoke to Aunt Brenda another, she spoke to Aunt Katrina the other. You think she was going to cut off her bread and butter? Aunt Brenda is the only reason she has the money that she has in prison and jail and living the high life.
The Equifax score.
There's different companies. Did you get your name off those authorized user things?
Yeah, but so for TransUnion, I have a 580, but for Equifax, I have a 668.
Well, then you need to check the TransUnion because then your name might be reporting to TransUnion.
Okay.
To get them above a 600 and some, because if you get that money, you can go get it. Well, I mean, I'd rather you pay cash for one, but because you know insurance is going to be like $200 some, you know, probably. So yeah. So if you need to get your TransUnion report because there's probably something they're reporting for one of those cards, or if St. Brenda had you on something, it could be too. Because your score should be way higher than that. Because once they take you off those cards for me, I mean, you were on there for years, so that's why it was so high. And then...
Oh, yeah. my score was very high, but I guess like on my credit card that I have, I had like I made sure my account was linked, so any minimum payment it would just be taken out if I forgot to like make the full payment or something, just in case so I didn't get a late fee. But I guess like the account information was wrong, so it was like the payment was like 1 day late, and then it was like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but if it's 1 day late, they're not reporting that to a credit.
I don't know. I'll have to call them.
Yeah, and then you have to also think making minimum payments are not good for your credit score. So the payments.
I don't ever make minimum. I just get off the thing today, but I just put my card on there for minimum just in case like I forgot to pay it and something was taken out.
Got you. Yeah, so you need to call to get the TransUnion report and go ahead and get that handled. So we'll have that handled in the next 30 days or so. For right now, I mean, you're right there at work and you're not having to drive to campus or anything. I know it sucks. You're just going to be confident and tell Tono I appreciate it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Sounds like Letecia's very capable of having a fluent, cohesive adult conversation about everyday things. Yet we don't see this Letecia when she's speaking to Aunt Brenda or Aunt Katrina.
And tell them I appreciate him for helping out or whatever. And we're going to work on it, but you need to get that TransUnion up because if you get that money, you can either probably pay, insurance up for a long time and your rent up for a long time. You see what I'm saying?
So when you get this money, you'll be able to catch up on all of your bills and you'll be set for a very long time. Exactly, Pisa. She's not talking vampire crap here. She understands credit scores. Right, exactly. We even saw this when she's explaining Harley of what the better deal was to not order books through Amazon, to order them through Barnes and Nobles, because if you order X amount, you don't have to pay for shipping. Very logical, clear thinking here. You're able to think ahead. You're able to even do what makes more sense financially. And then she will hang up and make a call right away within a minute to Aunt Katrina and then put on the performance of a lifetime. But spoiler alert, Harley never got all of that money that Letecia's trying to comfort her about. That set her up for a long time.
And then they'll get you a car or vice versa, pay for a car and then just pay on the other ones. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to get through it, all right?
Okay.
Just take this time of relaxing and make sure you're praying to God and everything else. And listen, God's going to take care of his people, okay? Don't forget that.
Lisa helps me not spend money.
What?
I said Lisa helps me not spend money.
I love you so much. And you got enough money for food and stuff for the next couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to get you some more. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Love you so much.
Love you too.
So don't worry, daughter. Everything is going to be fine. Mama's going to take care of you. Okay? What if Harley relied on that? What if Harley actually relied on that? It's really scary. So this next call is on the same day. She hangs up. She waits 20 minutes. And then she calls Aunt Katrina. Even though I'm really waiting for the Aunt Brenda call. But she calls Aunt Katrina. So let's see. I don't know. I was wondering why, Wendy, if it was like maybe just like a monthly vet bill that they already had that, hey, it's pet care for the year and you pay not necessarily when they go, but like just for overall care. I don't know. Because there shouldn't be a monthly vet thing. I don't know. But it's bills that Harley shouldn't have had because those are her mom's bills that she took on if she wanted to keep the dogs. Right, Riley? No, you're fine, Wendy. So she hangs up and she calls Aunt Katrina. So let's see how she talks to Aunt Katrina, but I'm really waiting for the Aunt Brenda call. The first time she speaks to Aunt Brenda after talking so much shit and having Harley's side of things. Let's see how she speaks to Aunt Brenda when she comes directly to her. See, okay, then that would make sense. Yeah, if it was like a pet insurance type thing. Thank you, Tess. So let's see with Aunt Katrina now.
Hey. How are you? Huh? What you mean?
The doctor was just sitting here talking to me, and I don't even know. Talking about taking some other kind of meds or something like that and stuff. He was just saying I wasn't being compliant taking medicine. I don't like medicine, so.
You got to be nice, Katie. So, you're saying you didn't know who it was?
No, I don't know who he is. He just said he's a doctor here.
So you haven't been taking your medicine?
I mean, I do, but like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, I don't need stuff like that, you know? I mean, I need my stomach meds, but that's all I need. I don't need anything else.
Okay. What, did you tell him that?
Yeah, but he was like, I think that you're getting borderline psychotic, so I'm a little worried. He's like, I don't think you're all this serious, but I think you're borderline psychotic right now.
And what'd you say?
I just said, okay.
Okay. So, you still haven't had any visits?
I didn't have any this week.
None came, or you didn't approve any?
I mean, I didn't. None came this week.
It seems like Aunt Katrina has had communication with the legal team, and Aunt Katrina has been trying all month to get Letecia to speak to this legal team. I remember you. CMD, were you here prior? Your photo looks familiar. What was I saying? Oh crap, I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, Aunt Katrina has been helping, and she's been trying very much to get Letecia to speak to this legal team. And every time she does speak to her, it's like nobody has still come and met you. And she's like, I didn't have any visitations. And Aunt Katrina kind of pops back, is like, you didn't approve any, or you didn't have any. And I'm curious if there was attempts made and Letecia just was not going, because we see in the incident reports that she has denied many visits with her legal team.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy was just asking me why was I drinking my blood out of my nose.
How are you drinking blood out of your nose?
Because my nose bleeds a lot, so that's what I do is I drink the blood.
Why?
Because that's what I like, is we like blood.
Shame on you. I drink blood. And Katrina's like, why? Why would you do such a thing? Because that's what I do. All right? That's what we do, yo. Tisha. What? Just answer the poor freaking woman about the legal team. She's trying to get you out, and you're here. It's become obvious, guys, how guilty she is to Aunt Katrina. Because Aunt Katrina's trying to get you out. You're trying to build a defense. There's a big difference. I want to drink your blood.
Why was I drinking my blood out my nose?
How are you drinking blood out of your nose?
Because my nose bleeds a lot, so that's what I do is I drink the blood.
So this bitch over here is she gets her nosebleed, and when a normal person stuffs a little tea paper up there, she's like, do it, girl. Do it. All right? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, but do it, girl.
Why?
Because that's what I like, is sweet like blood.
No. No, honey, no. That'll make you sick.
But I tried to explain to him that I like it.
Okay, yeah.
It's so cold in here.
Did you ask him for another blanket?
Liar! Liar! Vampires don't get cold. Liar, pants on fire. You're not a true vamp. I knew it. See, this is just the cherry on top. A true vampire has no blood pumping through them. Okay? There's no way you feel cold. Edward Cullen did not say he felt cold. You're immortal. You feel no warmth because you don't have blood pumping through your veins. Liar. At least commit. At least do your research. Come on, Tisha.
They said we can't have any more till we just get two.
Even though you're cold.
Yeah, like it's so cold in our room, you can blow out smoke.
No! That's not smoke! She did not. She said it gets so cold you can blow out smoke. Oh, Tisha! I'm just imagining Tisha and herself. Ooh, the vape. All that smoke coming out. That's not smoke. It's your breath. I don't know why I found that so funny. Because I imagined Letecia like, oh, just this continuous stream. Yeah, trying to make O's with her smoke. Tisha, knock it off. Yo, it gets so cold you can blow smoke in our cells. I'm sorry, choking. Oh my god. She's like blowing the smoke O's. But instead of O's, they're little bats. She's a vampire. little smoke bats come puffing through her mouth. I can't. God, she's so stupid. First of all, Jim Carrey, it's smoking. Tisha, The fact that all that you have your breath, which hits warm air, which hits very cold air, makes steam. But the fact that your breath at all is that warm. Vampires are not they don't have a heart to pump blood pressure that makes you warm. Vampires are notoriously cold. Oh. Tisha, you give yourself away every fucking time. Every time it's normal temperature in there. Her breath is just that stanky hot. I'm sorry, I'm loud. Okay, I'm sorry, but when she said smoke, I started cracking up. Obviously, I started cracking up, but I am a visual person, so I laugh so much because I get the thought in my head, okay? And then I can't not see it. I was already imagining her licking her lips with the bloody nose. And so when she said, it's so cold in my cell, we blow smoke. Whew. Just like this continuous stream of dense dark smoke just coming out of her mouth. Oh my. Tisha, get a hold of yourself. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Tisha. With her big cash register chin under her nose, drinking it. Stop it, Katrina. Oh my God, I've never heard that before. A cash register chin. Oh my God. And Katrina's like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh yeah, she's like fucking Jack Nicholson in The Shining. She's Jack Dawson being released from the door with Rose DeWitt McKidd. She's Jack. Jack. Is there anybody out there? She's blowing just she's just blowing smoke, okay? And she's got 2 blankets, okay? You're only supposed to have 1, okay? I gotta jump back, okay? Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry.
It's so cold in here.
Did you ask them for another blanket?
They said we can't have any more. Did we just get 2?
Even though you're cold.
Yeah, like it's so cold in our room, you can blow out smoke.
It gets so cold, you could blow out smoke. All right, Tisha, you keep doing that, all right? You just keep on with your bad self, girl. Oh my God.
The people are like really nice. Like everybody knows my name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Tisha. Let's continue. Let's see how cold it is. Because yesterday she said her arms were so frail and thin that she could touch her She could touch her fingers to her thumb around her arm. She's so emaciated. And today, her breath is smoking. But go on, Tisha, please. She's cooking her oodles and noodles with her breath. She's sitting there going, oh. Oh, and you just see the oodles start to boil. You got a light? Sure, hold on. I gotta just play it. I'm gonna laugh about this for hours. Oh my god.
Even though you're cold.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's so cold in our room, you can blow out smoke. Because it's snowing.
That makes no sense.
Because it's snowing.
I just keep putting my hands and feet into hot water and let them sit there.
She said it's snowing. Girl, you're not allowed outside. Where is it snowing? Is it snowing inside? Okay. Oh. 2. I don't remember what I was gonna say for 2. Crap, I have to rewind. I don't remember what I was gonna say. It was something. Oh yeah. Now she's saying she sits with her hands and feet in hot water. Could you imagine? Just imagine it, okay? So Tisha's sitting there with a bloody nose and she's slurping. She got one of those bendy straws, one of those like loop-de-loop straws that goes from her mouth to her nostril. She's breathing out smoke. Ooh. Her arms are as very thin as bone. And then she's sitting with her hands and her feet in hot water. Okay? Imagine that whole mental image with that long Samara hair. Probably a Pop-Tart straw. Yes. Yeah, she got a Pop-Tart straw. Oh my goodness. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Tisha, cut it out. Seriously, cut it out.
Our room, you can blow out smoke. Because it's snowing.
That makes no sense.
No. I just keep putting my hands and feet into hot water and just let them sit there.
And they don't. I don't even
have socks or anything.
I don't even have socks.
Did you ask for socks?
You're not allowed to have them here in this place, I said.
Why?
I just said people try to kill themselves.
Tisha! But why would people be trying to off themselves in vampire training camp? Well, that doesn't make sense. Tell us, Tisha, what logical excuse can you think of that you're not allowed socks in vampire training camp? Why would be people trying to be offing themselves in vampire training camp? Damn. This is a really tough camp.
With socks?
Yeah. I just told him about that. I just was telling the doctor, I said, I don't understand why these people are keep doing this, because it's like some big conspiracy, and like I can't even have like any kind of socks, or like he was like, well, why can't you eat better? Because like you can take your finger and you can like You know how you like wrap your finger on your arm and close it? You can close your fingers probably all the way up to almost my elbow.
And the lie detector determined that was a lie. So here she goes again, and welcome, True Crime Junkie. She's trying to say, again, take your middle finger and your thumb and close it together like you're making an okay. She's trying to say the circumference of her fucking arm fits in that little O. Okay? That is how thin and weak and frail Letecia is. Except we saw the kite. And when she tried to say she lost 20-something pounds, the kite came back and said, no, you didn't. We know your weight when you first were arrested, and we know your weight now. And you have lost no weight. You've done nothing but gain weight. Actually.
You were big. I'm serious. You look big.
I only weighed 140 something.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time for us to go. I'll holler at you later. I love you.
So that is a lie. That's a freaking lie.
That's how, like,
and they don't have an issue with that?
They just said that I don't take a lot of meds, so I don't qualify for a snack.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote,
I don't take enough meds, so I don't qualify for a snack. We see your commissary, Letecia. You got credit in shebangs. You argued over how many chocolate chip cookies the system owes you. No joke. No joke. Tisha is not frail or weak or tiny or thin. Well, I'm not going to say she's not thin. You know, like, she was the same weight at this point that she was when she first got arrested. And it was more after this that she started loading up on commissary, eating very unhealthy, honey buns, Pop-Tart straws, the shebangs, oodles and noodles, the spicy ramen noodles, the shrimp noodles, the beef noodles, everything. And she gained weight. But in Leticia's mind, yeah, no problem. I'm going to just relay this back to everyone, and they're going to just believe it. Who cares what I actually look like?
and ask him, like, I can't, like, buy some, but he told me no. And then, so that's why he came, because he said that the isolation was making my brain do things that it shouldn't do because I was so isolated.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll find that photo because her toenails are weapons. Her toenails are legit shanks, okay? They are daggers. They are talons. So even if they gave you socks, Tisha, your fucking talons would rip right through that shit, okay? So cut that out, Tisha. Cut that out.
I told him about how, like, so, like, we got a new person, Jamie, in our group, and then I was telling him about that, and I told him about, like, how Jamie comes in the room sometimes, and then I told him about, like, how there's this, like, relationship going on,
Who?
Huh?
Who has a relationship?
So, like, how they want you to do in our group is, like, you have like, they come in, you know, say they come in your room or whatever, like, say Justice comes in your room or Jasmine or something like that. You know, like, everybody's, like, in relationships together, you know what I mean? And so...
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Like, heterosexual relationships, you know? But, it's hard to explain to people because, like, you know, they have to understand that we still serve God, and Jesus is still, you know, all power and authority. You know, so it's not like we still follow those rules, because at the end of Matthew it says all power and authority goes to Jesus. So we still give all the power and authority to him, but like we still do things that he allows us to do, which is have like, as long as you have like heterosexual relationships with each other and stuff like that. So like Jasmine and Jamie.
Notice how she's getting her own beliefs and issues in there. Yeah, Brenda's the racist. Letecia, heterosexual. As long as we follow the heterosexual relationships, we're fine. Even in your make-believe bullshit vampire life, heterosexual, okay? I don't think God would want you fucking a vampire. Sorry, but she has to push this crazy vampire narrative, but I'm still a godly woman. Okay.
Right now, like with each other. And so, like when they come.
Is that a man and a woman?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my vampire friends. So when they like come in my room, sometimes they might use my other bed, or they might sleep, or like they might.
I'm sorry. Is she trying to say that vampires come in her room and fuck in her spare bed? Wait a second. So Tisha's over in the corner with her hand and feet in hot water with smoke blowing out her mouth hole. These vampires are like, excuse us, can we use your bunk? And they're fucking, these vampires don't have a coffin or something they can fuck in? Are you serious? And then your room should be hot. Like, for real. You're sitting here upset with how cold shit is, okay? It should be warming up a bit. I can't imagine how much heat vampire sex produces, okay? But you need to simmer down. So these two awesome, sexy vampires are having sex in Tisha's bunk while she sits in the corner with her talons in hot water, and she Letecia sets the ambiance with her mouth and starts blowing smoke hearts. Wow, wow. Just like little smoke puffs of hearts. Oh my god. Cut that out, Tisha. Poor Aunt Katrina. Poor Aunt Katrina. And you're a perv, Tisha. Look away. What are you doing watching? Cut it out.
When they like come in my room, sometimes they might use my other bed, or they might sleep, or like they might write something on my little desk or something. So I just was telling him about that, because I was like, well, these people are coming in there or something. And he was like, you're involved in, I think he said, are you involved in incubus? And I was like, I don't know. But I was explaining to him, and he was like, yeah, that's incubus.
What the devil does that mean?
Well, he tried to say that we weren't.
Did she just say incubus? Are you involved in incubus? I wish you were here. Tisha, don't drag incubus into this. What is happening?
Really in relationships with each other, that none of it was real. And I was like, yes, it is. So he's trying to say that I'm like basically crazy, but I'm not crazy. He's like, you're not psychotic yet, but like, it's like borderline.
You're not psychotic yet, but like borderline. Wow, Tisha, you make sure to include all the relevant information for these recorded calls. Oh, what did she say? Succubus? I don't know, no malicious. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know. But now someone is like, listen, you're not full-blown psychotic, but you're borderline. Tisha's sitting there with her smoky mouth. What? What are you talking about? Okay. You are making sure to include all the information you want to have Aunt Katrina retain in these calls and make sure it's recorded. It's sad because if this really did occur in your perspective, in your mind, you wouldn't ever relay it like this.
You know, you are like, you have relationships with these people, and I was like, no, they're real people. Like, they're real people, you know? So, I don't know. He just doesn't understand because he's not in here enough to get to see him, you know? And like, my pupils have been really, really, really dilated. And
my pupils have been really, really, really dilated. Tisha, with what mirror do you look at your pupils? We saw your cell. It had a vent where a mirror should have been. So where are you even looking at your pupils? Maybe in the showers. I don't know if they have mirrors, but I can't imagine them being clear enough to see your pupils like that.
my speech just got really slow.
Okay.
I still have a hard time like remembering some of the stuff unless I read about it. Like, that's sad.
Okay.
And Katrina at the self-checkout. Just
I still don't understand why they won't give you another blanket. That makes no sense.
So Letecia just goes on this long-ass story about vampires coming in, having sex in her bed, blowing out a smoke hole, sucking down her nose blood. And Aunt Katrina's like, yeah. And Tisha's like, what do you think about all this? She's like, I just don't understand why I don't give you another blanket. She's not even going to acknowledge any of that shit that you just said. She just wants to know why, if you request another blanket, why they can't just give you another blanket.
Journal, and I don't understand a lot of it because I'm supposed to be training here, but I'm not. Like, none of it makes any sense. And like some of these people, I don't even know, you know, and I just explain to them. And I don't know how to like tell them any other way. Like, I know who you are because I've known you all my life, but like some of these people, I tried to tell them, they're like,
thank you, sorry.
You were talking such and such, whatever month, and I have to be like, for me, I thought it was December. And so, when
I still thought it was December. And thank you so much, Starlight Angel, for this super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. She still thinks it's December. Okay? And she doesn't remember any of this. And if it wasn't for her handy dandy notebook, she wouldn't conveniently know any of this. Thank goodness she had that handy dandy notebook, right? Because how else will she be able to push a narrative if she claims she can't remember anything?
go back and read stuff, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And I tried to tell him that, like, none of this even makes any sense about it when I have all this missing, but I don't know if you're really tricking me because I don't know if he's really on, some trick group or something that he's in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether he's with them or not, because what if he's with these people in this GameStop? It's this conspiracy, so he might be part of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more help than what they're giving you, honey.
Yeah. Well, you need more help than what they're giving you. Yeah, sure as hell right, Aunt Katrina. You are right.
Just keep looking at me, and the guy was just like, yeah, but he just said to me, he goes, you're super, super, super intelligent, so we just don't want you to get too psychotic.
You are super, super, super intelligent. We just don't want you to become psychotic. She had to get that additional 2 supers in. Not just super intelligent, not just super, super intelligent, super, super, super intelligent. Are you sure, though? Are you sure?
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to tell him all this stuff is really going on, and there's this big flare in this gap, and like, how do I get that gap back? Because I had never had my head checked. According to my journals, I experienced so much head trauma, and I never even had my head checked.
So they never checked them?
No, I mean, you would have to get like a MRI or something, right? I mean, and then like when the whole thing, when my body went numb, on my left arm and left leg, I mean, what if that had been like a mini stroke or something?
Right. So they didn't check none of that?
No, I mean, I guess because they just keep telling me something about isolation and security. I just was like, security? I don't know. Security? I've not done anything to be on security. And I just don't know how to understand that.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Exactly, Melian. Like the MRI, Dr.
So
Dorothy Lewis did not want.
Are you back on another floor?
Yeah.
Do you have clothes?
Yep, clothes, yep.
Have you been writing any letters?
I just wrote somebody and told them I didn't know who they were and to like not write me because I have no idea who these people are.
Who was it?
She said she was friends with my mom and she worked with her.
What's her name?
Jane.
But
I don't know anybody named Jane that works with my mom, so I just told her I don't.
Wait a minute, what she's about to take you? Oh, I was telling Kaden to hang on a minute.
Oh, yeah. So that's that. And so I gotta tell you about the other thing. So I only got 2 ways that I'm gonna be able to help Harley, and I'm sure you know one of them. And then the other one, I'm sure is probably not. And
so I gotta tell you, now that I got all of that defense and that craziness out on this recording, now I also need to ask you to help my child financially.
My best interest, but I'm gonna have to do it probably. So if you don't hear from me for a while, I'll probably be handling stuff, but because I gotta make sure she's.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Wow, did you not hear what she just did? What a manipulative tactic. She just said, I have to figure out how to help Harley with money, right? There's 2 options. One, you know that option, and that wouldn't be best. But the other one, which I'm probably going to have to go with, isn't in my best interest. But if you don't hear from me for a while, it's because I'm taking care of that because I have to help Harley. So when she was speaking to Harley, she said, I'm going to ask Aunt Katrina to help. But that's not what she just did. She couldn't just come out and ask Aunt Katrina, can you help for the month? So instead, she has to proposition this to Aunt Katrina that basically she is going to get involved in something good, not good, something that's going to hurt her, get mixed up with the wrong people, but she will do what she has to do to get money for Harley. That way, Aunt Katrina responds with, no, don't do anything that could be detrimental to yourself. I will help.
She get the help she needs until, later on,
No, I'm confused.
Because, about she's got to have money to pay for somewhere to live. So I'm working on that. So, obviously there's an
Isn't she working?
obvious way. Well,
Isn't she working?
Yeah, but you gotta think she's only making like $800 and then take away taxes, so it makes like $5 or $6. So then her rent is $600, and then food and grocery and stuff like that. And Brenda took her car, she don't have a way. So.
Yeah, she told me.
I knew that was gonna happen because she's stupid and she does those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
That's to be expected.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
How ridiculous. And so the next one will be in 3 days from this call. And she calls Harley, and then she calls Aunt Katrina. So I'm going to stop there, though, because I know Jen Lou she was going to go live 5 minutes ago. I don't know if she started yet, but she's going live with a dramatic reading of Sarah Boone, which, by the way, I made a post on my community tab how Boone's 7th lawyer put in a motion to withdraw. And so I have a live scheduled for tomorrow at noon to go over all of that and to discuss it and do an update. So please make sure that your notification is set if you are interested in being here for that. But I want to go over to Jen Lou's to make sure that we are all supporting, and I'm interested in hearing the way she reads it. So I'm going to stop it there. But I appreciate all of you guys so much for being here. We're going to go disappear into the smoke. But seriously, thank you for anybody who had gifted memberships or sent super chats. Your support is always so greatly appreciated, more than you know. So thank you so much for that. I hope you all have an amazing Friday. We will Jade raid over to Bendy's. And there is her link for anybody who wants to join. And I will see you guys all tomorrow morning for the Sarah Boone live if you're interested. Yes, Michelle, they put in a motion to withdraw. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you, Nana Banana. So let's go disappear into the smoke. I hope you all have an amazing night, and I will see you over at Bendy's.
The people are really nice. Everybody knows my name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
And also, again, another happy heavenly anniversary, not birthday, happy heavenly anniversary to Mama Claus. All right, guys, see you over there.